take a look at our starting goaltenders tonight down the lonely end of the rink. We'll get a look at Tristan Jarry, his second appearance against the Sabres in this preseason. And Devin Levi gets another goal for Buffalo in this preseason as well. He's had a couple of appearances thus far as you look at their numbers previously put up on the ice for their respective teams. Levi will be down to our left, and it'll be Jarry down to our right. Sidney Crosby in the last preseason game in which these two teams met. Pittsburgh a 3-1 winner. Crosby was on the ice for that game, as were many of these players. As a matter of fact, Razor down between the benches. A very familiar look to that Penguins lineup that we saw on the 28th of September.
Yeah, it seemed like they got their lineup pretty quick, Dan. Here the Sabres getting their big guys in here today, getting one last shot at it before they get started next week. So, you know, a lot of guys, they don't need much. They don't need a lot to get them going. They've been through this before. They know exactly what they got to do, and they're ready to go.
Good to see Skinner, Thompson, and Alex Tuch all back together again. As it's Rasmus Dahlin who will carry it down into the Penguin zone. And his shot will go to the far board. Skinner waiting on it. Russ tips it ahead to Crosby. He finds O'Connor. He had 2 in the last game against these two, and he scores quickly here. 20 seconds in.
You're right, Dan. He scored a couple in Pittsburgh. And he probably could have had 3 or 4 more in that game. He was all over the place. And once again here in this first 20 seconds, he's going to capitalize. Stand up right there. Clifton gets caught a little bit, not getting back. It's not his fault. Right here along the wall, this is it comes out. This is where the problem happens. You got Dahlin caught. Clifton pulls back. He tries his best to get back there and do what he can do. But a perfectly placed shot right there just inside the post. And Drew O'Connor puts him up early, 20 seconds in.
And a quick lesson for all the undrafted players out there. 25-year-old undrafted player. And yeah, he's made a name for himself here in the albeit preseason, but he's done a good job. Sabres looking to answer here. Greenway and Benson out with Casey Mittelstadt. Benson below the goal line, who has made some headlines himself around the National Hockey League thus far. Looking to continue and make a statement here tonight is Karlsson for the Penguins. And what a tandem that is, of course, to have both Letang and Karlsson in the same lineup. Sabres back with Casey Mittelstadt below his own goal line, getting the puck back. And Powell will play it ahead to center, where it's picked off by the Penguins' Riley Smith. Pittsburgh will change. Buffalo will do the same. Just underway. Downtown Buffalo. Final preseason game, and Samuelson from the corner plays it up ahead, tipped out to center ice. And the Penguins will drift back into their own zone under pressure here from Dylan Cousins. And Eric Johnson getting his first shift as a Sabre, wearing number 6.
Yeah, making big contact just inside the line. You're going to see a lot of that of Eric. He likes to step up. He's a big body man. He's going to throw it around all he can.
Like having another coach on the ice as well, with all his experience that he brings. Pierre-Oliver Joseph on the ice for the Penguins. He'll send it up left wing side. It's tipped it across the line by Noel Acciari, and Krebs from behind the Sabres net had that go off the stick of Acciari. Nieto throws it off the far corner. Waiting for it, Zemgus Girgensons over on the left side of the ice. Sabres from left to right make their way to center ice. Girgensons takes the pass at the circle. In behind the Penguins goal with it. He'll play it up top. This is Clifton. Back to Girgensons. He'll bump it to the goal line as the Sabres with some good puck movement here. Up top, Dahlin trying to send that one towards the stick of Jost. Krebs racing after it. Carter trying to clear. Can't quite get it out for the Penguins. Shot from the line. That one maybe off the blocker arm of Jarry. Graves will play it to the far corner, and Letang will lift a high one up near center ice. It'll bounce into the Buffalo zone. Sabres looking for their first test here against Jarry as it takes Thompson, and it's deflected off the stick of Pettersson, up and out of play.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's doing a really nice job here getting back into their zone, making a big commitment here to defense. So they got good numbers back. Sabres got to realize that. You either got to get over that line, stop, and try to get a little separation, allow everybody else to go to the net, draw them to the net to create some room, or you're going to have to go low and bring it from the bottom side to the front of the net. And everybody has to be on that same page, but need a little bit more speed coming up here through the neutral zone.
Here's Skinner on a turnover from behind the net. Out front for Tuch. He got a piece of it, but Thompson now with it. From the corner, Tage Thompson trying to carry it to some open ice. It's not there. Penguins rush to Crosby at center. And here come the visitors across the line. It'll be played back to the near point. Pettersson to the goal line with that pass. O'Connor and Crosby Back to Pettersson at the line. He'll send it across. Karlsson forced to dump it down to the corner. Power keeping an eye on Crosby. Skinner got a touch on that, couldn't get it out. Gets a second chance at it here. He'll bank it off the boards. Tuck a little bit out of his reach. Jari will play it away from him. And O'Connor's got it again for Pittsburgh. Pass off a leg, but right to Rust. His shot is ripped wide of the Sabres goal, and Joki Harju will bring it back to Middlestat at center. Good speed across the line with a shot, and that one deflects up and over the Penguins goal.
Great job by Casey Middlestat coming back into his own zone, gaining a ton of speed coming up the middle, but taking what was given to him. They gave him the line. Right here he steps around. They're going to give him the line, and there's an opening. 67 doesn't come across to contest him, allows him to take the shot, take it when it's there. Jeff Skinner from below the goal line. This is where we're talking right here. This is what they might have to do here. Just get some ugly goals. Get that puck to the net here down low. All the pretty ones aren't always going to be there.
Greenway almost had a deflection as it went off the post. Off to the right of Jari. Now it's Graves in the corner. He'll turn it behind the net. Letang's backhander finding center ice and Malkin. Little touch pass as the Penguins press again. Here's a shot trying to go glove high. It's sent to the corner. Malkin in front and a one-timer miss. Sabres get it back. It'll be Benson on the right side to center. Buffalo changing as the play is deep in the Penguin zone, but not for long. Smith comes back. Clifton takes it away. And now it's Dylan Cousins trying to turn it up ice. Clifton steps into it. He'll lead the rush into the Pittsburgh zone down to the corner right side away from Letang looking to center. It's all Penguins in front of the net. They'll be able to break that one up and flipped it back to the Sabres line. Then it's given right back. Smith with a backhand stop by Levi, well out of his net off to the left, and he'll hold on to that one.
Yeah, Sabres generating some really good opportunities here. Just got to find a way to finish one here. Here's a shot from Samuelsson. The puck's going way wide, but you got Greenway coming out of the corner. Watch this. Goes right off the post on the deflection. And it's kind of a set play. You haven't got a lane to the net. You're looking at somebody to try to make that pass to for the redirection. Good job by Greenway coming out of the corner, realizing it come very close.
Levi forced to make another save off that quick shot from the point. Well, for Greenway, trying to make an impression, of course, with a first full season with a hockey club. 26-year-old with a couple of assists so far for the Sabres in this preseason.
Yeah, he's done a good job, and I think his role is going to be here just working the walls, being powerful, you know, coming up with pucks down low and winning those board game here. They got a lot of guys who can put the puck in the net. They need some guys to start getting them the pucks along the way. So that's going to be Greenway's biggest role here this year.
White, Jansen, and Eller out now for the Penguins. Interesting group. Two of the three were not in the lineup last time we saw this team on the 28th. As the Sabres over on the far wall trying to move it out. Peterka couldn't get it across the blue line and out. So Pittsburgh with Eller, the veteran, at the line. First season with the Penguins. And then that pass inside is broken up. The Sabres are able to lift it down the ice. Former Sabre, Chad Riedel sends it up ahead, and it's tipped by Nola Chari in behind the net. Power there for Buffalo. Protects that puck away from Carter. And the Sabres will try it with a lift here for Jost on the right side. Good speed to get around the check, and now it's Krebs with Jost in front of the net, but it's behind the goal and sent back to the point. And unable to keep it in is Joki Harju. 14-11 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Penguins on O'Connor's goal just 20 seconds in. Here's Karlsson right side. Power tracks him into the Buffalo zone. Bouncing puck. Piece of that by Levi, and it comes to the near corner, picked up, and Jost being kept watch there by Rust. Puck fired down the ice, and we'll get an icing call here against Buffalo. Chance to remind you about the Buffalo Sabres Foundation opening the season with a guaranteed $100,000 50-50 jackpot. October 12th is the opening game of the season, and you can purchase your tickets right now, as a matter of fact, at sabres.com/5050, or you can scan the QR code you see on your screen.
Yeah, that's great. You can start buying them now leading up to that first game. That number could go way, way higher, so you want to be able to get involved in this one, be a part of it. Krebs at 50-50, 5,595 here already tonight.
People still filling the seats here at KeyBank Center. As the Penguins at center ice with Letang able to knock the clear down, and now Krebs makes the turn. He's got Skinner on his right-hand side. O'Connor trying to get it out. He got some help from a guy named Sid. Crosby will play it down to the corner. Rust against Johnson, who just keeps it on that lower dasher and will skate it out towards center ice and lift it into the Pittsburgh zone. Letang against Tage Thompson. That's going to go for icing, says the linesman. And they're not going to wave that one off, so we'll get an icing call down to 13:11 to go in the first.
Yeah, big thing is here, Sabres got to start sustaining a little pressure here in the offensive zone. Too many times going in one shot or one play, done, coming back the other way. Get it in there, start working it. Pittsburgh Penguins, where you have to take advantage of them is down low, in their zone. Get the puck rotation, get to the point, get a few shots, low to high, and get them moving around. If you go in, make one play, and let them come back, they got a lot of speed. And they're going to come at you. They're going to come at you hard, so you got to slow that pace down.
Darlene slaps it to the corner. Greenway to the line. Clifton, quick shot, and Jarry will hold on to that one. Took 20 seconds for Drew O'Connor to get the first of the game. 1-0 Penguins.
Sabres trailing the Pens here. 1-0, 13:01 left in this first period. Big draw. This is something the Sabres have improved on a lot so far this year. Win the draw. Back to Darlene. Here, just getting the puck down low. This is what we're talking about. Low to high right here. Clifton Simple gets the shot through to the net. Watch 9, Benson. He's working the middle of the ice. He's trying to get himself in the open right here. Goes past. He realizes it's going to the point. Gets to the front, looks for that redirection. Jarry makes the save. But the big thing is winning faceoffs. Last year, faceoffs for the Sabres were 45%. That was 32nd in the NHL. So far this year, they've been off the charts. They're 71% in this game already.
Sabres top line out there, this time against Malkin, Raquel, and Riley Smith. As Clifton gets it back in the Buffalo zone, he'll put it off the boards. High in the air, Malkin met right away by Alex Tuck. And now Pettersson for Pittsburgh will slide it to center. Rest of the way by Smith into the Buffalo zone. Levi behind the net to play quickly for Clifton. Tuck can't move it out. Penguins keep it in. Raquel in the slot. Nice little bump there by Skinner. Eliminating that play. Pittsburgh looking up the middle for Malkin. His tip inside the line is intercepted. Back the other way comes Tuck from Yoki Harju, who follows the play into the Pittsburgh zone. But it's on the stick of Joseph in behind the Pittsburgh goal. He'll quickly move it up here. And Alex Tuck almost able to slap that one down, but Pettersson gets a chance to restart this for Pittsburgh. Up to center ice and carried across the line by Eller. 8 minutes into this opening period in Buffalo. Shot from the point by Joseph. Will come over to the far wall, picked up. Greenway plays it in behind Ruido, but he's got some time to go side to side with Joseph. Rest of the way, White tips it down low, and Levi waits for that puck to get into the trapezoid area, plays it up the far wall. Benson trying to move it down the wing, couldn't, so Levi behind the net will set it for the restart again, this time on the right side. Power looking for Greenway. Graves intercepts. Carter makes a turn. For Pittsburgh, he'll dump it in. Power from the corner, and Yoki Harju, his partner now behind the net, plays it away from Nieto. Greenway with Benson on his left, who takes the pass. Benson was in the zone quickly and ready for it. Here's Power, drops it, top of the circle. Johnson's shot is deflected. And out of tight quarters, it's played to the line, but not out by Nieto. And then a move by Johnson, getting the crowd's attention. And the Penguins as well. Here's Benson behind the net, showing the glass, but the puck stays in play now for Greenway. Brings it high in the zone. Carter off the boards. Cousins read it. Graves takes him to the boards. And now this time a flip by Pittsburgh. Will just see that puck bounce inside the Buffalo line, and Johnson is back there to take care. Up towards center before the Sabres defenseman fires it in. Here's a turnover. Jarry, and now in front. Second chance, scores. Victor Olofsson had a couple of stabs at it. The second one counts. It's tied at 1.
Well, if you get the pressure, things are going to happen. You're going to create turnovers, and that's what they're able to do here. Here's Jarry, a little nonchalant here on this play. And the good pressure there in the corner, and that is J.J. Pittsburgh. He's going to get in right on top of him right here. Pick this one off. But the whereabouts, as soon as he gets it, turns and looks for somebody coming in. And Victor Olsson, he gets a couple whacks at it, finally able to put it in the back of the net. But that's the kind of goal you got to get to settle this game down a little bit and even it out. Good pressure on him. Get that puck. The whereabouts to find somebody in the wide open. And Victor Olsson being able to put it in.
Fourth preseason game played for 71. He picks up his first goal to go along with a couple of assists, and the fact that it was a second stab at it, I know will always stand out for you, Razor, down between the benches. He hung in there for the second look.
Well, that's so many things, like guys stopping in front of the net. You know, there was one thing to teach young kids: when you go down the ice, stop in front of the net. Don't do the drive-by, because 8 out of 10 times that puck is going to come there and it's going to give you an opportunity to be put in the net.
Penguins trying to get it there in the Sabres zone. Buffalo able to break it up, but Pittsburgh keep coming. Here's Rust on the left wing side. Clifton got on the passing lane, and the puck will fall to Rasmus Dahlin. And who else would you rather have the puck right now in the Buffalo zone? 26 with his new partner Connor Clifton in these early moments. Here's Tage Thompson with a burst over the line. Shot looking for Tuck at this near post. Didn't miss by much. And now Malkin out of the corner. Will sweep it up the wall, and puck finds him at center ice. He'll shoot it the rest of the way into the Buffalo zone. Joseph pinching down on the play, but Joki Harju took care of him in that lane very well, and Joki Harju gets the puck back here on the right side. 8:45 to go in a 1-1 game here in the opening period. Shots on the board, reading 5 apiece. As Levi in behind the net will play it to the corner out to his left, and Power snaps that pass to the blue line, and a bouncing puck into the Pittsburgh zone. Benson racing after it. Joki Harju pinching down the wall. Tage Thompson back at the line, can't keep it in, and the Penguins with White will gain the Sabres zone. White looks across here at the near post, looking for Jensen Harkins. Recent waiver claim by the Penguins. Now Benson the other way into the Pittsburgh zone, trying to drive off Graves. Plays it in behind the net. Johnson down below the goal line as well, so he's engaging as the Sabres defense is wanted to it, and Greenway gets a good look, and so did Jari, who made the save. It's a 1-1 game thanks to Victor Olofsson's first of the preseason.
Sabres Pens 1-1 here, 7:55 left in this first period. Take a look at this goal here again. Here's Johnson. Just working his way up the ice, slowly finding out to see what's there. Nothing. Dumps it in, gets it deep. Guys get in on top of it. Jerry very nonchalant with the puck. The pressure by Pittsburgh gets picked off. But you see both guys converging to the front of the net. You got Victor Olsson going to the front there, followed up by his line mate. Both of them are in front of the net. Throw the puck to the front of the net. Good things are going to happen. Even if you don't really see them there, the big play right there is get it to the front, because if everybody's on the same page, that second man is supposed to be going to that far post anyways. There's going to be somebody to possibly pick up that puck.
Here's a race for the puck in the Buffalo zone, and a shot off the bar by Nieto. Going glove side again on Devin Levi.
Nieto there with a great mustache early in the season. That's a good one. Yeah.
Look at that one.
There we are. He just gets by Johnson here, and he just quick speed right there. He just jumps by, gets body position. He knows he's got nothing else, so he takes the quick shot. And Levi right out on top of that corner where he's supposed to be. He's out high, took everything away. Got a little help from the bar.
Off the face-off, Crosby in the corner will play it back to the line. Pittsburgh working in the Buffalo zone with 7.5 to go in the opening period. Tied at 1. Samuelson behind the net. Had it. Penguins dig it free. Crosby and Rust will do that. And then O'Connor gets on a loose puck. Crosby, touch for Rust. Going glove short side on Levi, who just was able to knock it down. Now Graves at the line. He's got Letang off the pads onto his stick. Letang cross ice pass off the stick of Dylan Cousins. Enough to break up that Penguins' creativity in the Buffalo zone. Sabres clear it. Pittsburgh right back in. Crosby to Rust. Left side. Crosby in the seam. That one got away from Letang. Now Joseph over on the other side of the ice for the Penguins. Glides to this left point. Letang seeing that, knows it's time to go for a change. As the Penguins get 2 down below the goal line, Johnson racing over for Buffalo. He got a piece of that one. And the Sabres get possession back again. Just shy of center. Cousins couldn't get it deep. And Buffalo's going to clear this one up over the glass and into the crowd. And are we going to have a delay of game call?
For delay of game.
Yeah, Rasmus Dahlin is going in the box here. 6:28 left in this second. Penn's going to go to the power play here for the first time. See Dahlin taking a little seat, taking a look, and we're going to take a look as well and see how this happened. Watch him. He just takes his puck and flicks it up in the air. The area that he was in, you thought it would be an easy play, and it should have been a good play, but he just got a little too much on it. Nevertheless, here's Russ with a quick shot from just below the line. He's going short side right up in that hole, right by the left ear of Devin Levi, and Levi gets the glove up to make that save, and he's been tested 7 times here so far in this first period. That's the first shot on the power play.
Levi will look to his right. First face-off attempt with Carter will be Russ to step in and take this draw. As the Penguins have their second power play unit out there to start this one. Up top, Joseph. Rust gets it back up top. Joseph, far circle one-timer with Carter in front. Levi got the pad down. And a pass across goes off a skate right in front. And it's set up over the net by Harkins, and the Sabres are able to get rid of the puck.
Yeah, that puck went about 3 different directions there when it was fired to the front of the net, and Sabres fortunately able to come up with it, get it down the ice.
Joseph being watched by Jost. Crosby now is the top power play for the Penguins out. Letang with a slapper, and that is stopped by Levi. Letang on the boards. Carlson quarterbacking the power play from up top. A good read by Jost on that pass across, and he sends it the length of the ice. Girgensons trying to force Jari into another ill-advised play of the puck. Crosby gets it over to Letang, and now Malkin will gain the line. Sabres able to strip 71 of the puck and fire it down the ice.
Yeah, great job here getting back into the zone. All 4 guys getting back there. Good numbers, really putting the pressure on Pitt once they get set, trying to get set up in the zone. Not allowing them to get set up, actually.
Malkin trying to find Letang, who's over on this left wall. Sabres intercept. Tuck's going to start skating here as it's Cousins carrying it for Tuck right in front. Stopped by Jari. Sabres attack while shorthanded there. 16 seconds left in the penalty to Rasmus Dahlin. 1-1 game with 4:39 to go in the first. Straight up the middle, Harkins with a shot, and Levi gets the rebound as well, which came out very quickly.
Now Levi, a few shots here in this power play. Watch this one. Smith's going to take this shot right here. Boom. The redirection by Carter in front. Then he tries throwing it off the back of his foot. And just watch, Levi shuts that off right there. And then Carter just comes out to the front, gives a little shot to the head to Levi, knocks him into the net.
Face off one by the Penguins. Graves for White down the boards, given a bump by Clifton. Eller centers in front, a scramble, and it's picked up by Peyton Krebs. And he will get it across center ice. And White will come to meet it for Pittsburgh. Penguins open the scoring just 20 seconds into this one, before the Sabres would tie it up on Olofsson's goal at 9:46 of the frame. Buffalo from behind their own net looking for a way out is Clifton. He'll send it up to center, but it's out of reach of Benson. And Graves will have it for Pittsburgh as his teammates change. Cross ice, almost picked off by Tage Thompson. Now Levi behind his own net will play it up the far boards. That will be kept in and deflected just wide. Shot from the point. Nola Chari got a stick on that one. Henry Jokiharju carries it up. Dumps it in behind Joseph. He turns it over. Thompson trying to feed Benson. It's off the glass and out by Pittsburgh. Jokiharju trying to turn it right back in. Thompson gets back onside, working on Ruido. Skinner is with him, takes it past Benson, wide open! One-timer stopped by Jari. think Zach Benson knows where to go without the puck?
He's pretty smart little individual out there, I'll tell you what.
Here's Thompson for Dahlin. Speaking of smart, trying to spin that one back out front. 3 minutes to go in the opening period of this preseason finale.
And knowing being on the ice with those guys, all he's got to do is get in the open. They're going to find him. And that's exactly what Zach Benson's able to do.
He makes hockey fun, watching that guy race around out there. As does this young man. And Owen Power down low in the corner, working with the veteran Eric Johnson. Power double teamed. Penguins center in front, and that shot goes high off the glass. Back to Rust again. That one is well wide of the goal. And Peterka had a good hand in the first one, and he sends Victor Olofsson on a partial break. Olofsson backhand, and it is stopped by the pad of Jari. Bothered just enough. Big hit over on the wall here is Letang. Stepped into Peterka. Still down on the ice, gets back up. And O'Connor with 2 minutes gets to center. Dumps it into the Buffalo zone. Levi quickly, here's the tap of the stick on the ice. The Sabres want to move it up ice. It was Rasmus Dahlin calling for it. Fed down to the corner. Jost and Krebs trying to go to work against Momkin, who sends it ahead. Smith will get it to center, but Dahlin there to take it away. Then it's off the skate of Riley Smith. That'll force Rasmus back inside his zone and down to the goal line. Now Krebs, bothered by Malkin. Dahlin behind the net, flip pass to center, knocked out of midair by Jost, but can't advance. Ryan Graves watched by Krebs. He'll go to the far corner with that pass. Pittsburgh trying to hit Raquel at center ice. I don't think that works. So it's an icing call against Pittsburgh with 1:13 to go in the period.
Now we'll take a look at Zach Benson's opportunity that he was created here on his last shift. There's Skinner. He finds him over on the far side. Benson just sneaking in behind everybody. And he gets down, does a nice job getting that stick on. Great shot. Jari comes up with a big save, and then Victor Olofsson here, the long feed coming up the middle of the ice. And he's pretty much attacked as soon as he gets that puck, but it does a nice job getting it to the net for the opportunity.
Sabres forced back inside their own end. Yoki Haru quickly to power up the middle of the ice across the Penguins line. Out of the wing for Greenway, a little bit tied up that time by Harkins as he tried to make his way down that lane, and it's cleared by Pittsburgh again. Race for it. There'll be no icing here as the Penguins negate that. A little good skate by Harkins. He centers it in front. First save made by Levi, and the rebound comes to the corner. Jensen Harkins, a waiver pickup just a couple of days ago by the Penguins from Winnipeg, making instant impact the other night for these Penguins and doing it again here as well. 30 seconds to go in the period. Harkins this time will just dump it down in behind the goal.
He's got a lot of speed, and he likes to hang on to the puck, and he's willing to take it.
Dahlin looks up the wing off the board. Skinner, and the linesman says you were offside. Well, don't miss the Sabres home opener next Thursday when the team hosts the New York Rangers, 7 o'clock. And to kick off the evening, join us in the Plaza at 4 p.m. for the unveiling of the R.J. Way trailblazing sign and player arrivals on the blue and gold carpet. All fans in attendance for this game will receive a commemorative R.J. Way sign. So you want to get your tickets right now at sabres.com/tickets. 5 seconds to go in the period. Graves for the Penguins will turn away from the pressure, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes of this preseason finale. And it was an interesting period. We leave it tied at 1. And the first intermission will tell the rest of the story of O'Connor's goal 22nd in and Olofsson's game-tying goal. When we come back to KeyBank Center in downtown Buffalo.
Well, the toughest start is an understatement for the Sabres as we saw this 20 seconds in. What is Devin Levi thinking in this moment?
Well, he's trying to get his gap right and the speed of the game, but if that's the first shot you see, the first rush you see, it's very hard to get that good timing.
O'Connor has 3 goals in the preseason. Victor Olofsson now has 3 points with his first tally after Tristan Jarry does his best Devin Cooley and presents a great opportunity for the opponent.
He didn't do his best, Devin Cooley. He didn't make the save.
That's
that
correct.
was great pursuit by J.J. Peterka. Really F1's got to get to the puck. He was able to create the turnover.
So Penguins had the only power play of the first, and thus they had more offensive zone time. Otherwise, it was pretty darn even. And yet Buffalo's penalty kill looked pretty good. After the first sequence, the Pens had, some good zone time. But after that, we saw some really smart plays and a good power kill by Cousins and Tuck.
Yeah, they did have an opportunity on 2-on-2, but to me, there was 6 shot attempts by Pittsburgh, all in the first 40 seconds, and then after that, they settled themselves down. They were quicker on pucks, and they were able to clear the zone a couple of times.
1-1 to the second with Dan and Razor.
Face-off coming up here for the second period. Tage Thompson and Sidney Crosby, bonnet to bonnet. Sabres from right to left, and away we go. Letang sends across ice, and Crosby will tip it down towards Levi above the goal line to make the play. Turnover quickly. Rust centering pass will go all the way back down into the Pittsburgh zone. Jarry plays it away from Skinner to the corner, and it's volleyed out of play over at the Sabres bench.
Well, I had a chance to talk with Matt Ellis between periods here once again this year. He said big thing is 2 things. We got to get back in our zone as a numbers because Pittsburgh gains the zone and they want to throw the puck laterally. So we have to make sure we get back there and do that. Second thing is get pucks behind their D, get pressure on him. He goes, all our opportunities are going to come from pressure down low on their D and coming from below the net to the front.
Dahlin and Clifton, the defensive pair on the ice for Buffalo. Taking care of business, Rasmus Dahlin. He finds Alex Tuck, right side entry into the Pittsburgh zone. Stick check there, and it's O'Connor at center. Slips away from a check, and now Rust working on Dahlin, who steers him around the net. Up top, Letang takes a look before the puck got there, sends it in front, and Levi stretching it out to make that save on O'Connor, looking for his second. Now Dahlin to center. Skinner on the left side across the Penguins line. Feeds it through. Middlestat trying to gather it back onto his stick. Stays in the battle here on the near wall. And up top now Power for Jokiharju. Far circle one-timer, and Jarry is there to make the stop.
Now Levi coming up big here in the second period. Watch this one. Here he is out battle. The shot from the point. Look to be redirected in the front as well. There's Rust, feeds it to the backside. Bang, there's the shot, the redirection. O'Connor all over everything once again here in this game tonight. He's playing very, very well. Levi that time says no.
Yeah, and Marty's hips are sore again watching that.
Yeah, Marty would have made that save in 100 years.
There's Benson with a good look off the feet from Power in front. Jarry able to make that stop. Greenway on the far boards up top. Jokiharju got an option here in Power down the left side. Power, a little touch pass trying to hit Casey Middlestat, and it'll be played ahead by Malkin to center, and the Penguins are on their way in. Raquel trying to center it in front. Greenway, good hand-eye coordination, knocks that out of midair, and the Sabres able to bring it up to center. This is Greenway. Benson ahead of him. Greenway trying to get him the puck to keep the play onside. And the Penguins lift it back into the Buffalo zone. 2 minutes gone here, second period. Tie game at 1. Middlestat for Greenway. Benson scores! It's a preseason Zach attack, and the Sabres have taken a 2-1 lead. That was pretty.
Well, the young man just continues to produce. Just watch 9. He finds his way and gets into the holes. He doesn't get in a big hurry and gets himself overplayed. He just takes his time, very good patience, and right here, he knows this puck's going to have a good chance coming to him. He's going to get separation. He's going to get away from the D. He reaches out for that puck and able to put it past Jerry. But what a great pass by Greenway right there to find him on that far post. But he makes no mistake when he gets a chance. And you know what? It just seems like he always gets it to the net to give himself that chance to score if he does not score.
Joseph for the Penguins plays it up to center. Lars Eller plays it to the wing. Johnson gets over. White down the left wall. Played back to Joseph. His shot tipped right on. And Levi might have got a piece of that one. Had to look for it a little bit, though. But it comes outside the line to Chad Ruedel at center. We'll send it right back in. Levi behind the net. Johnson showed up, called for it. He'll take the puck and start the Sabres out of their own zone. Long pass for Jost. He tips it in across the line. Graves is back for Letang. Flipped up to center ice. It'll roll all the way into the Buffalo zone. Rasmus Dahlin trying to feed Krebs. Krebs trying to work his way through Noel Acciari, who gets the puck for the Penguins now at center. For Carter, right side. His shot right into the midsection of Levi down along the ice.
Well, take a look at this goal by Benson here. Let's just watch Benson here on this shift. He gets in his areas. He puts pressure on here. Doesn't get in a big hurry to get into those areas. He's just really calm, cool, because he knows he has to wait time for it to develop. And then when he attacks, he gets himself into those right areas. Sometimes young guys want to do so much and they're all over the place. He's very calm. He just waits. He knows he's got to allow things to develop in front of him. And by the time he gets to that area, he doesn't want to have his back turned looking back the ice. He wants to make sure he's in the right position, the stick in the right spot for that pass to come. And that's exactly what he does.
O'Connor for the Penguins, looking for Crosby. He'll drop it one more for Russ. Back to O'Connor. Good read. And that is broken up, sending Krebs on his way to center. To the Penguins line and in. That pass into a crowd, including Crosby and Jost. Krebs with a hit. First crunch of the game in behind the Penguins goal. And then Crosby comes over to give it to Krebs. Crosby's going to drop the gloves with Peyton Krebs. And down they go quickly. Well, I was just talking with Harry Neal between periods. He says, well, no one's touched anybody yet. Things change quickly.
Well, and this is the kind of thing that can establish a series for the season coming up, too. It's Sidney Crosby. He's the leader of this hockey team. He's done it for years. And his buddy Letang got hit behind the net, and he took exception to it. Nobody else did, so he does. And that's what a leader does. Peyton Krebs not going to back down. There he is. Watch. Big hit right there. He gets crushed by Krebs and Jost. And immediately, here comes Crosby. Nobody else gets a chance to come in. The sticks go back and forth. Both guys decide to drop the gloves. Really no punches thrown. Crosby just kind of wheels him. Krebs loses his balance, falls on top of him, but who said exhibition means nothing? Right there, both guys receiving 5 minutes for fighting, and Crosby's getting the extra 2 for cross-check. So the Sabres going to the power play here for the first time in this hockey game.
To your point, for the Penguins matter and all of that, Razor, you're right. That's for the rest of the season about sending a message to his own team.
Chris Letang is a very big part of this organization, and he knows that he needs Chris Letang healthy. Chris Letang getting hit like that a ton of times is not going to keep him healthy all season long.
How about this?
I would be, if I was somebody else on the bench, I'm not sure who it would be in this in their organization. But when my captain and somebody the stature of Sidney Crosby goes and does what he did, I think it would put a lot of pressure on a few other guys.
Dahlin to the far circle. Skinner plays it back. Cousins back to Skinner. Alex Tuck is in the bumper spot. Tage Thompson on this near side. Dahlin off the end board. Skinner back up top. Cousins right side will drive the circle. Take what's given, leave it for Skinner, who brings it back up the wall halfway right side. Now Dahlin. Eller up top. Rust keeping watch on the Skinner on that right side of the ice. Rust goes to Cousins, opens things up. Dahlin to Thompson. No shot yet. Skinner away from Eller. Dahlin off the boards. Thompson has to face the boards to gather it. Cousins drop for Dahlin. Walks in, fires. Jarry the save, and he'll hold on to that one.
Great job by the power play with the movement, body movement, and puck movement. And passes were precise. They were right on, and they were able to do what they wanted to do. They executed a great shot at the end here, but just watch the movement in the players. Everybody's getting an angle. Everybody knows where each other is. Right there, that lane opens up. Dahlin's coming right down the gut of the ice after Cousins drops it to him. He hesitates right there, takes a couple more strides, and able to get himself in that perfect shooting lane with Krebs in front.
Benson onto the ice. He's back up top along with Owen Power, who will quarterback this. Olofsson and Casey Middlestat working the right side of the ice. Opening it up is Power, sending it over to that far circle. Olofsson, Middlestat, and you've got Peterka in the bumper right now. Here it is, scores, Peterka. Power play goal, and the Sabres take a 3-1 lead here in the second period.
They just got Pitt running around. Let's watch here. They do a good job, as I said, just moving the puck around the perimeter right here, just waiting for something to happen. Look at all the movement here within the penalty killers once they get down here. Everybody kind of comes over to this one side. Everybody's in the middle. They start coming down lower and lower. Peterka does a nice job just maintaining that position. Even when the puck goes down to the net, he doesn't drive to the net. He stays back knowing that if there is a rebound, this is where it's coming. And that's exactly what happened. It hit his stick, bang. He let it go immediately over the glove of Jarry for the third goal.
Razor off to the side. Benson up top, constantly going in and then back out, keeping the attention of that defenseman who eventually had to make a decision on Peterka or Benson.
Well, that's the thing. The whole idea in a penalty kill is kind of wear down the penalty killers. And the Sabres, by moving the puck and body movement like that, that really takes a lot out of the penalty killers and gets them moving, gets them out of position. They try to do a little too much sometimes, and that's when you attack them. And that's exactly what they were able to do on both of those power play opportunities.
So the Sabres back on the attack again. Here's Greenway in the corner of the Pittsburgh zone, off to the right of their net. Left wing side for Buffalo, escape from right to left on the attack here in the second period. Girgensons for the point with the backhand. Behind the net for Greenway. Greenway biding his time, waiting for some more players to get down low here in front of the goal. It's along the wall. And over to help out is Skinner. He'll play it to the wing. In front, Greenway searching for it. Jost with a chance. Skinner with a shot, and he couldn't get all of it. And Jarry is able to come up with the save. Well, the Sabres are having themselves a period here. Benson and Peterka with the goals. 3-1.
Sabres 3, Pittsburgh 1. 13:54 left in this second period. You see Jeff Skinner on the bench showing what's going on here on the ice. Well, this is what he did on the ice. Nice little play here, moving it over to Johnson on the side. Jost comes in, takes the initial shot. You see the follow-up by Skinner taking the second shot. I think the big thing you're seeing here tonight, there's no extra passing. There's no waiting for something better to come up. They're getting the puck, throwing it at the net, trying to take advantage of Jarry here. All over the place here in this second period. So keep getting the pucks to them.
Levi out to touch it above the goal line. Carter picks it up. Carter trying to send that one to the side of the net, looking for Matt Nieto. And the Sabres break it up. This is Alex Tuck to the center. Paige Thompson for Tuck down in the corner. The Tang watching him. Skinner going to the near post. Tuck breaks up the pass. Tried to feed Thompson. It'll come outside the zone. And Owen Power and Henrioki Harju side to side, finding Tage Thompson in traffic with Chris Letang all over his back. The puck is dumped down into the Pittsburgh zone. Graves with Skinner trying to steal a puck from him. Achari chokes down on the stick to take that pass. And from right side over center, he'll dump it into the Buffalo zone where Levi has it for Dahlin. Victor Olofsson to center ice with 12:56 to go in period number 2. Shot stopped by Jarry, but there is a rebound there. It's picked up by Malkin. He'll start the Penguins back. Riley Smith. Good passing here by Pittsburgh. And they have got themselves within a goal. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, just the line rush here by Pittsburgh coming down the ice. Just see everybody's on top of everything. Everybody's covered. They took the middle of the ice the way it contested there. Just a quick drop pass. And Clifton putting pressure on his man. Everything's good here. This shot just goes far side. You see Levi just get a piece of it, and then puck starts to bobble, goes far side just inside the post.
Pettersson had 24 points last year, a career best for the now 27-year-old. Part of a pretty good defense score, you'd have to think, for Pittsburgh once the season fires up. Letang, Graves, we're seeing it tonight. Carlson, Pettersson, certainly for a top four, they'll be able to move the puck.
Yeah, I think the big thing, Dan, can they stay healthy?
Yeah.
And that's the same with any team out there, any player out there.
There's Samuelson down low, being checked by Harkins. Now it's Johnson trying to feed it up the left wing wall. Greenway and Benson in a battle. These are the battles along the wall in your own zone. You want to win to get the puck back again. So a good test for the youngster. And we get an offside call to the Buffalo line. And a chance to remind you about the Buffalo Sabres Foundation opening the season with a guaranteed $100,000 50-50 jackpot October 12th. The opening game of the season, and you can purchase your tickets right now at sabres.com/5050, or you can scan the code that you see on your screen.
And that number can go up too, Dan. Everybody's starting to buy now. That number could exceed, it could double if they wanted to. Right now in the building, it's $10,500, the 50-50 jackpot for tonight.
Sabres win the draw. Up to center ice, and that's tipped in behind Jarry. He's going to play this over the corner. Thompson will play it back to the line. Long shot by Alex Tuck. Thompson almost got a piece of Ruedel. Certainly caught his attention there behind the net. Skinner for Tuck. Just went underneath his stick, but Tuck gets it back to the line, and Power in tight with Raquel watching him at the line. Now Joseph from the corner. Riley Smith with a stick lift, able to get some help from Malkin. And now the pass back to Malkin in the Buffalo zone. Power knocked it off his stick. The big man stays with it. And Power comes up to the puck. Malkin with the steal. Trying to wrap it in, and Levi still doesn't have it yet. Now he does. That was free for a couple of hacks and whacks at it. And Malkin unable to put it past Levi.
Yeah, Malkin coming to life here a little bit. Doing some nice work down along the wall, especially down low here. He tucks in. He sees Power get caught over in the corner, so that opening was there, and he was going to try to jump to the front of the net here really quick. He throws it there. Levi doesn't get a hold of it the first time. You see he scrambles, and he gets his glove on it the second opportunity.
This is looking more like Malkin tonight. First time we saw him in preseason, it looked like the first preseason game.
Well, and we talked about veteran guys, older guys who've been around. They know what they got to get to do.
Yeah, there's a goal. Oh, the net was knocked off. It went in the net.
Yeah, ref right on top of that. As soon as the puck hit the back of the net, that 44 ref, he was making sure there was nothing. It's Justin Kia.
So who knocked who into who that knocked the net off? Here's a look.
Oh, that would be Clifton throwing in Eller into the net.
We're going to have a goal here, I think.
Yeah, I think they are.
Pittsburgh player was pushed in by a Buffalo player. Therefore, we have a good goal.
Yeah, I think that's the right call there, Dan. It was a battle in front. Clifton just too powerful, throws him into the net, knocks him off just as the puck was going across as well. So Eller's going to be rewarded this goal. Tie that hockey game at 11-18 here, less than the second period.
So that quickly, it's a different game here. Face-off back at center ice. Jost for the Sabres trying to win it back from Eller, who's credited with the goal. Has the puck, lost it. Dylan Cousins back the other way up the right side of the Penguin zone. Letang, quick pass to center. Racing to get on the end of that one is Rasmus Dahlin. He'll send it to Clifton. Clifton almost had to take it away by Rust, but he's stuck with it, and Clifton feeds it ahead. Now Gergensen, he's got a lane and a shot. Rebound! Pass across, didn't get there. Cleared back out to center. Well, as soon as Zemgus got in that lane, all I could think about was that shot he had the other night, bar down. There's Jost testing Jari. Sabres with a good answer so far, but the Penguins with a potential 3-on-2 here, pushing in. Scores! Driving the net that time, O'Connor. And the Penguins certainly have turned the corner here. They all of a sudden have a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, they got the 3-on-2 going here, and the Sabres just did not get back in the zone quick enough as a group. You know, watch this. It's a 3-on-2. Jost gets back right here, trying to do his best. And it looks like Dahlin directed him across to take, yeah, he does. He directs him over to take the puck carrier. And Dahlin's looking to take that pass away. The other Pittsburgh player pulls up. Ellers, that's in the high slot area. And just a little communication breakdown there for the Sabres as that rush came down the ice.
Well, I know it's only preseason, but I think Mr. O'Connor is going to look forward to every time he plays Buffalo this season. Shot by Carlson and the rebound after the save by Levi. And Pettersson will play it to Carter. Back up top, Pettersson. Nieto was at the blue line as well. So Pittsburgh had 4 guys up top, 1 down low. Levi, good work down low. Pat against the post. They bang away at it. Carlson had a shot, couldn't get it through. He's got it again. Stick handles his way to the top of the circle. Erik Karlsson plays it to the top of the zone. Carter to the far circle. That shot is directed wide, but Karlsson comes down for the point. Spins away from Krebs. Pass to the far dot, and Levi with a save. Puck carried to the boards where Karlsson has it again. Pettersson, his shot. Piece of that knocked down by Johnson. And this preseason game starting to take on a little regular season attitude.
And you know what I'm just thinking here? You got Sidney Crosby in the penalty box over there after stepping in with Krebs after the big hit on Letang, right? Sabres able to score. Yes, they get a 3-1 lead, but totally different Pittsburgh team here since. Maybe that message resonated through their bench. The Sabres got to make sure they match it here.
Well, if it didn't resonate through the bench with a guy like 87, you'd be worried no matter what team it is. Here's Malkin. Pretty sure the coach had a word or two as well. Ruhwedel to the goal line. Trying to find a way in. Harkins in behind the net. And there is Peyton Krebs. Right spot at the right time to clear trouble for now. And Buffalo can get a much needed change. 8:43 remaining in the second. It is now a 4-3 Penguins lead. Pittsburgh will dump it in. Skinner trying to fish it out of the skates of the linesman up this left wing side. Eller will bring it back down into the Buffalo zone. And it's against the boards. Now up front with a shot that's blasted wide. Eller with another look. Short side save made by Levi, and he has seen enough scrambling around. It's going to cover up.
Stop the play, boy. Stop it.
Penguins erupt for a few to take a 4-3 lead. 8:13 remaining. Well, you don't want to miss the Sabres home opener next Thursday when the team hosts the New York Rangers. A 7 o'clock start. And to kick off the evening, join us in the Plaza at 4 p.m. for the unveiling of the RJ Way trailblazing sign and player arrivals on the blue and gold carpet. All fans in attendance to the game will receive a commemorative RJ Way sign. If you want to get your tickets now, go to sabres.com/tickets.
Yeah, big night, Dan. You know who else coming back in the building that night? Michael Packett, now working with the New York Rangers as an assistant coach. So be good to see him back here as well.
Sabres trying to shake off the cobwebs from giving up 3 goals in 2 minutes and 14 seconds there as the Penguins go bang, bang, bang. Pettersson, Eller, and O'Connor. Sabres looking to answer. Benson's got some bang in his game as he carries it down the right side. Letang watching him. That puck will pop up into the air. It's off the boards by Russ to Crosby. Now Power. Jokiharju waits. Sends it ahead to Benson. Couldn't knock it down. And Letang has it for Pittsburgh. For Graves. For Crosby. Trying to feed it through. Second pass this time. And it's O'Connor at the far circle. Watched by Jokiharju. Crosby. Met by Owen Power. Crosby with a broken stick will go to the bench. And the Sabres at center volley that one deep into the Pittsburgh zone. Karlsson will carry up and bump it onto the left wing. Malkin feeding it through. Pass right in front of the Buffalo net. Gets by everybody. Victor Olofsson. Cousins swept that across. Peterka marked by Pettersson. Finds Victor Olofsson. Now it's Dahlin. Left circle shot. Short side attempt, and that one didn't miss by much. Dahlin knocked to the ice. Gets right back up. Sends it down below the goal line. Cousins battling for it. Peterka now. Try to backhand it back towards Dylan Cousins. Carlson, he's stripped. Peterka's out front. Couldn't get on the puck. Cousins tried. He'll drop it off. Clifton off the bench with a backhand chance. Stopped by Jari in the rebound. Picked up by the Penguins. Pass missing Smith. It rolls into the Buffalo zone, and Victor Olofsson will turn with it. Penguins finish a change. Sabres dump it in. Jari stops it behind the cage. Quick play. Pass intercepted by Samuelsson at the Penguins blue line. Feeds it down to the corner where Joseph makes a quick play to the corner. Good hustle that time to get over and take care of Rueda by Zemgus Girgensons. Samuelsson on the backhand. Bumps it down. Sabres just can't keep it in. Just out of the reach of Peterka backing up on the play, and then it's sent in for an icing call here against Buffalo. Down to 5:55 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, as I say, Dan, they're trying to mount some pressure here in the offensive zone, but it's just not able to get it to the net. It just seems like they got control of it, but they're being contested. And maybe move the puck just a little bit quicker. Get back to that movement that we talked about earlier in the game. The puck was moving, the players were moving, and it was getting Pittsburgh running around a little bit. Not been able to do that here in the second period.
Penguins find Crosby with a shot, and that one maybe a piece of the blocker. Levi to knock it away. Jose with a chance to clear. He'll get it out to center. And now Letang will bring it up to the red line. Cross ice pass. Rust off of his stick. Samuelsson gets back for Buffalo. Johnson over to help O'Connor on him. Loose puck by Krebs. For Zemgus Girgensons. He'll play it out of the wing. Jost trying to get it the rest of the way. Stays on side. But can't get it deep. And now it's Crosby to Rust. Right side into the Buffalo zone. Rust taken to the boards by Power. Alex Tuck for Skinner. Leading the rush through center. 3 across the line. Good speed in front with a shot by Power. Couldn't bury that one, but a great setup.
Yeah, but at least they're taking the puck and driving to the net. They got numbers going. The D are getting active here, jumping up in the play too, so that's what you need here.
Skinner with a steal. Thompson just couldn't quite reach that one, and a tripping call coming up here against Yoki Harju. Once the Sabres get the touch on the puck, and there it is. So when we come back, down 4-3 to the Penguins in the second period, it's time for the penalty kill. Go to work.
Sabres down 4-3 to the Penguins here. 4:47 left in this second period. Look at this opportunity. Skinner's going to feed Thompson straight across to Power. Great opportunity. Power not able to finish that one off. Jerry come up with a big save. And here's your penalty. Yogi Harju coming across through the middle of the ice. Just dragging that stick, taking the feet out from underneath. Penguins down. He goes. 2 minutes tripping. Pittsburgh is 0 for 1 on the power play so far here tonight.
First power play unit out for the Penguins to start this, and for the Sabres on the penalty kill, Greenway and Krebs up top for Buffalo. Samuelsson and Clifton make up the rest of this first kill unit. Penguins will dump it in. Clifton on the far wall trying to play that one away from Malkin, who's trying to dig it free. Krebs got a stick on it. Malkin plays it back to Carlson. He'll set it up. Shot tipped in by Malkin. 5-3 Penguins.
Now Malkin finishes off, but what a pass by Carlson from the point. As soon as this puck gets to the point, he's looking, his head's up, and he's staring at Malkin the whole way. And it was just a super pass from Carlson to Malkin for the redirect. What's this? He's looking at him the whole way. Look at the lane right there. That lane opened up. You had 2 Sabres stacked on this side, but nobody stick on the right side. And it left that lane wide open, and Malkin, the big man over in the far side there, just redirects it past Levi for their 5th goal.
Well, that's what Carlson does, coming off 101 points last year. San Jose, and it's as if he's found the magic potion just to keep playing like he's a young kid again. Comes down to skill and smarts and Greenway, and the Sabres looking to answer here with 3:45 to go in the second period. Now trailing by a pair. Good hustle by Casey Mittelstadt. Takes the puck away from Joseph in front of the Penguins' net. Dumps it down to the corner. Powers along the goal line. Takes a hit from behind. Gets right back up. Mittelstadt. That was Achari with the bump there on Power. And now the Penguins will get it out the center. In across the Sabres line. Nieto will put it down in behind the net, and it'll be Greenway to start it here for Buffalo. Long pass up the middle of the ice, and that never did find Cousins cleanly. Harkins down the wall. He's denied any more time and space, and it'll be Carlson to go back after the Pittsburgh zone. Benson heads off to the bench. Cousins starting to chase on Carlson, and Carlson gets ahead of speed into the Sabres zone. Broken up by the blue and gold, and it's played now for Peterka. Here's Peterka right down the middle. Some good moves, but then at the last minute, Pettersson directs him to the corner. Victor Olofsson knocked down behind the net there by White. No arms going up despite the fans clamoring, and it's picked off now by the Penguins and flipped up towards center ice. That pops up into the air, does not go to the bench after Eller got a touch on it. Now a chance here for Buffalo, 3-on-2. Olofsson trying to send it far post. And Jari stands his ground. And then Cousins and Jari have their sticks tied up. Eller will bring it up to center. Just soft toss that one down into the Buffalo end, but it's an icing call against Pittsburgh.
Now Dylan Cousins playing the way he always does, hard, straight to the net. And he gets there. He just gets it in. He flicks it up. He doesn't get great shot off, but he gets it off, and he gets it off quick. And Jari's right there. He just gets a glove on it, but you just watch that line. They were willing to go to the net. You had Peterka battling in the middle of the ice, which held up his man, which allowed Cousins to get in. And it's all the little things that have to work in sync to make things happen. And it seems like too many times here there's two things working and the third part isn't. So it's just some better time for him to get him back on page here.
White down on the ice, tried to shield that puck for the Penguins. Eventually Eller brings it out to the Buffalo zone. Sabres get it back. Now to 1:43 left in the period. Thompson trying to take it away from Pettersson. Takes Pettersson to the boards. Comes up with a puck. Plays it to open ice. Anthony Smith is there for Pittsburgh. Can't quite clear it. But Raquel does find Malkin, who gains the Buffalo line. And Alex Tuck gets it back. He racks that one off the boards to center. Thompson coming back to fight for that one against Raquel, who keeps it in play in the Buffalo zone. Turns to his forehand, and Levi just got a piece of that one. Levi with the save again. Malkin in behind the Sabres goaltender. That's a better place to park him, so Levi could see the shot.
Yeah, Levi, he's been very busy here in this second period. You see the first one deflects, not really sure where it went afterwards, but he finds it after a while, and then that shot from the point, he regains composure, back out right on top of the paint, and is able to make it and shut the play down. A lot of the times he hasn't got a ton of help here sometimes in this second period as well, Dan, so he's been had to battle.
1:05 to go. Sabres win possession. Off the face-off, and now Krebs out on the wing for Joseph into the Pittsburgh zone. In front for Girgensons, and a good look on Jari, who makes the stop.
Well, Zemgus Girgensons, once again, he's just all preseason long, and when he has played, he has developed and generated good offensive chances. Peyton Krebs here with a little give and go going down the wall. Jost finds Zemgus Girgensons right in the middle of the ice. After Krebs drove to the net, got everybody backed off there, led to a great opportunity. Just keep firing the puck here.
Russ got it outside the line. Dahlin will take it right back in. Onto the wing, Jost. Right side, leaves it for Krebs. 46 seconds left. Sabres looking to get it to the net. Up top for now, and Dahlin will send it down to the goal line. Jost watched by a pair of Penguins. Now O'Connor trying to play it up the wall. Jost for Dahlin, who throws it to open ice, and Girgensons gets there ahead of Graves. Jost is in front. The pass just missed him. And at the line, Dahlin cannot keep it in. Pass ahead on the wing, looking for Jost again. It'll be volleyed right back towards Dahlin inside the Buffalo blue line. He'll send it across ice for Clifton. 10 seconds left to work with here. And the Sabres have not left their zone. 4 seconds to go. As the Penguins making life a little more miserable towards the second half of that second period.
Yeah, tough second period for the Sabres. They're giving up 4 goals here to the Pittsburgh Penguins, 4 straight goals. But what they're doing little things here that are going to pay off dividends. You know, they just keep driving to the net, getting the pucks to the net. I think you can just keep throwing pucks here. You're going to be surprised in the third period what can happen.
Benson and Peterka started off. It was a good second period for the Sabres, and Pettersson, Eller, O'Connor, and Malkin changed the tune quickly. 5-3 after 2 periods. Second intermission coming up from KeyBank Center.
Martin, take us through this slow developing play that put Buffalo in the lead.
Yeah, it was really funny because when Jordan Greenway got the puck in the middle of the ice, I thought, move your feet, move your feet. But then he gives it to Billstat, comes back, and then Benson on the backside. Perfect shot right over the right pad of Jari.
4 goals, 6 points, 6 preseason games. Then, as documented earlier, off of Jari, right to Peterka, power play goal. Buffalo, they were in the lead 3-1 at 5:08. However, Pettersson, Eller, O'Connor scored 3 in 2:14, and it's capped by Malkin. How do you explain this Penguin surge?
Well, obviously, the second goal, the one that made it 3-2, was one that Levi is not going to like. This is a lucky bounce, right? It goes off of Eller on the backside, and the net comes off, and you're like scrambling. This is a lack of communication. Dahlin points. You get him, but no, Dahlin, you got to slide over and take O'Connor. And then obviously the last one was the power play pass by Carlson. He had 100 points last year. Like, he's that good, and he's going to make those plays in his sleep.
So possession-wise, here's what we've seen in the game so far. Again, it feels even. I said to you in the second, this game does not faze me. We watched Colorado-Vegas last night. 3-goal leads disappearing. We've seen multi-goal leads disappear already. It's a very evenly played game, and there are chances galore. I suspect a lot more of what we just saw in the second here in the third.
And obviously, that's the mindset you got to have. It's preseason. It's not 2 points on the line. There's not a playoff spot on the line. Have that mindset right now. Yeah. Let's go for broke. Let's go. Score goals. Maybe we win this game 7-6. Who cares? Like, let's have that mentality right now.
Have you liked the lines in different ways?
In different ways. Like, there's been spurts, but nobody's really got consistency in their play, and I want to see that through the third period.
Okay, we will see you next on the post-game report. Right now, it is Buffalo down by 2 as we hit the third with Dan and Razor.
All right, well, if there's one thing we know about this Sabres team is that if they're down by 2 goals, they don't give up. They just keep coming, Razor.
Yeah, it really doesn't make much difference when they're down. You just can't count them out because they even throw not only at the end of last year and during last year, but so far in preseason that 2 goals is nothing.
So here we go, Sabres from left to right in this third period. And the Penguins get a first touch, but quickly taken away by Tage Thompson. He'll play it onto the wing for Skinner. Quick shot to test Jari, and he'll make that save to cover up. So an offensive zone draw here to start, just 9 seconds in.
Yeah, I think the big message probably by the coaching staff is, hey, make sure we get 5 guys back. We got to be a little more responsible in the defensive zone, but we got to get pucks and bodies to the net here. Just keep firing them. There's times when Jari has not been looked good in this game. There's been times when he's looked very sharp. So we just got to keep getting the pucks to him, testing as much as possible here, and throwing everything we got here in this third period at him.
Skinner and Crosby turns into Thompson and Crosby. To the right of Jari. Crosby stick down first, and Graves trying to sweep it away from the forecheck down low. With Alex Tuck, who gets it back again. Nice play back to Connor Clifton at the point right side. Far circle chance, and that one off of Jari. And at the near boards, Clifton pinching down, got a piece of O'Connor, but quickly Letang sends it in for Rust. Trying to go back to Letang, intercepted by Rasmus Dahlin. And Connor Clifton gathers the puck in front of his own net and skates it up the left wing to center ice. Into the Penguin zone. He'll send it across. Skinner's backhand pass is intercepted. Not cleared though. Clifton keeps it in. Tried to set it in front. Skinner, nice little feed in front. And Jari is able to make a save at the far post.
Middlestat looking to go short side here on Jari. So Skinner just going to lay it out to him right there, and he's trying to go short side. He just kind of misfires a little bit, catches him in the arm. And here's Tuck chance. This one goes right off his mask. And as I said, just keep firing pucks here in this third period. Do hesitate, get him to the net, and put this game on Jarry's hands here. Don't let the forwards of the D decide this game. Make him decide it.
Greenway and Middlestad along with Benson back out there now. Carter will get a piece of Owen Power, and Benson will take that puck at center ice. Watched by a couple of Penguins players. Gathers it back inside the Buffalo zone. Yoki Hardy trying to make it up the near wall. It's not there as Nolan Acciari applies the pressure along with Matt Nieto. Now Benson will play it. Power. Puck bounced on him a little bit, and reading that is Pettersson, so he jumped on it in a hurry. And Carter looking to cut to the net with a quick shot. That one off the leg in front. They score. Well, the Penguins' run of goals continue here as they get down low in front of the Sabres goal.
Yeah, Carter's going to collect this one. Second opportunity in front of the net. There's the first puck, goes to the front. There's the shot. And Carter on the second opportunity misses on the forehand, but catches it on the backhand. There's the first one going. He loses it right there. And then on the backhand, standing beside Benson, he's able to reach out, flick the puck up and over of Levi into the net. And it's what you see here a lot, Dan, in this game, especially because it's probably one of the best lineup you've played so far here this year in the preseason. The lack of being together. You know what I'm saying? You're just getting rid of all the other guys, sending them back to junior, and that you haven't had the practice time. And I think a lot of this is cleaned up by having practice time.
Another turnover there, and the save is made as Malkin had a look. And the stop is made, so the Penguins continuing their pace here. You know, for Carter, obviously last year for the Penguins, 38 years old and just 13 goals. A lot of talk about people unhappy with his play and goal production, but right there was a real example of what you and I talked about. What the Penguins may not have in speed, they make up for experience.
Yeah, and I think the Penguins realize now that how they're going to have to play with the personnel they have in their team. You know, Crosby, Malkin, these guys are not what they were 10 years ago. None of us are. But they've got guys that are surrounding them that are hardworking. They're big body guys. They're willing to go to the front of the net. They play a very simple game, but they also can put the puck in the net when they get an opportunity. So it's the Penguins finding their new identity as well.
Here's Johnson at the line, working it with Samuelson. Smith without his stick trying to chase down Samuelson. He'll turn it back to the point. Nice play off the wall. Pass across though from J.J. Peterka, comes right back to him. Tripped up on the play. He's going to draw a penalty. Sabres will go to the power play as they try to creep back into this one, trailing 6-3. First of all, I want to remind you about the Buffalo Sabres Foundation opening the season with a guaranteed $100,000 50-50 jackpot. October 12th, the opening game of the season, and you can purchase your tickets right now at sabres.com/5050, or you can scan the QR code that you see on your screen.
Raquel's going to the box here. See him, he takes down J.J. Peterka over on the far wall. Down he goes. So the Sabres going to the power play. They are 1-for-1 on the power play here in this game tonight.
Alex Tuch will take the draw. In against Lars Eller, and it's Ruido from behind the net trying to play it out. Penguins able to tip it down the ice. They're going to force the Sabres to restart from deep inside their own end. And the rust will peel off as the Sabres get by the first layer, but then it's off the stick of Alex Tuch, so they'll have to do it all over again, and Levi will quickly bump that puck ahead. Alex Tuch will gain the zone right side as he took the pass from Rasmus Dahlin. Now it's Tage Thompson off the boards. And yes, that connecting, which was so good earlier in the game, has just slipped away a little bit.
Yeah, getting a little frustrated. Get these guys off the ice, get some new guys out there, just let them figure it out. You know, power play, they know what to do. They were 23% last year, 9th in the NHL. You just don't lose that. So, like I said, it's just going to take a time to get themselves back in sync here.
Top of the zone for Peterka. Dylan Cousins cross ice. Thompson has to gather it off the boards, and then Acciari jumps on that loose puck, and he'll send Buffalo packing once again. There's 57 seconds left in the penalty to Raquel. Sabres gain the center ice red line, and now the Pittsburgh zone is dumped in. Peterka leaves it on the wall for Victor Olofsson, who taps it back to the point. Nice little stick handle there by Benson. Olofsson from Peterka. Benson in the bumper spot. You got Peterka down low near the post. Olofsson shot, and that one comes off the far corner, hit the net and goes out of play.
Yeah, that puck deflected and gone. Victor Olofsson stepping in just to, he's got the lane, take the shot. You see right there, it goes off. Chris Letang's stick and up and over. You got 32 seconds left here. The shot priority here. Make sure you set up the right one and get it to the net.
Face off one. There is step one for Buffalo. And Owen Power takes it to the middle of the zone, tracked by Eller. Olofsson on the right side. 24 seconds to go with the extra skater, down 6-3. Up top, Power. Olofsson fires a one-timer, missed the mark. 15 seconds to go on the extra man advantage here as Benson tried to play it for Olofsson. Yeah, that is cleared by Pittsburgh again. Quickly up, Olofsson. Peterka behind him takes a drop pass in the Pittsburgh zone. Penguins take away that middle lane pass. Rust saw Benson, and he'll take it the other way, and forcing Levi to kick that one to the glass. Penguins back to 5 skaters with a 3-goal lead here in the third period. 15:08 left in this frame. Benson trying to disturb things at the blue line. Penguins only able to keep it in. Crosby stopped by Levi, who got over to challenge that shot. And that puck deflects up and out of play.
Yeah, faceout's going to go down and hit the wall, dasher board, and up and over and out of play. So Sidney Crosby's made his mark in this game. Fight back in the second period. And here he gets a chance offensively, but Devin Levi coming across. Looks like he gets the blocker on that one and able to deflect it up and over. As we go back, a little different Pittsburgh team here since Sidney Crosby got himself involved in that exchange with Peyton Krebs in the second period.
It was off of a bit of a double team hit with Chris Letang being the recipient of the hit, and afterwards it was Crosby and Krebs in the box actually having quite the chuckle over what went down on the ice. Sabres now trying to change their tune with Girgensons coming down the left side. This shot is stopped by Jari. Raquel spins that one through the middle, and Smith takes a hit right in front of Razor's spot there between the benches. Buffalo get the puck at center. It'll be Krebs to carry it in down the right side. Backhand pass to the slot. Girgensons was not there yet. And Pittsburgh and Raquel get it out to center ice before it's Krebs who gets it back again inside his own zone. Connor Clifton now will take the play at center ice. Clifton holds the line. Johnson. He'll carry it in down to the far circle. Quick shot there over at the far post is stopped. As Tage Thompson let one go and actually carries it all the way back to center ice. Alex Tuck stripped to the puck by Pettersson. Samuelson goes cross ice. Now Alex Tuck inside his own zone. He's last man back here. Lost the puck and coming the other way. This is Harkins with a shot. Is stopped and then slides into Levi. And players gather around the Sabres goaltender as the referee and the linesman come over to sort things out. Levi skates away just fine. It looks as Harkins on this drive goes to the net with Alex Tuck. Don't want you to miss the Sabres home opener next Thursday when the team will host the New York Rangers at 7 o'clock. And to kick off the evening, join us in the Plaza at 4 p.m. for the unveiling of R.J. Way, the trailblazing sign, and player arrivals on the blue and gold carpet. All fans in attendance to this game will receive a commemorative R.J. Way sign. You can get your tickets now at sabres.com/tickets.
Yeah, in attendance too, Dan, 13 members of R.J.'s family, including his wife, Cupcake, Sandra. She is going to be here, talked to her quite a bit over the last little while, and should be a very emotional night for the family.
No doubt. There'll be a lot of support, love in the building and around the city to support the Generette family in its entirety, and glad to have the chance to continue to honor RJ as we will forever, not just one night. It'll just continue on. Right now, the Sabres trying to take care of business here in this third period. Still plenty of time. 13:28 remaining. Down 6-3. Here's a chance in front of the net with the backhand scores. Casey Middlestat Sabres within a pair. 6-4 Penguins.
Yeah, this is a 6 shot on the backhand. This is what you see out of Casey Middlestat. This is what you expect out of him right here. Nice little lob pass up. Benson doing a nice job, getting a hold of this one and getting it back to Middlestat. And you see him driving to the net there. Let's see if this puck. Benson makes a great play here, just feeding him. And right there, Middlestat on the backhand, just up and over the glove hand of Jari, and gets the Sabres within 2 here with 13:15 left.
See if that gets the motor running. Again for Buffalo, and here come the Sabres in across the line. Feeling Cousins, trying to work it in, but Nieto comes back to center. He's stopped by Dahlin and put offside as Rasmus Dahlin got in that lane.
Yeah, he got in the lane quick, and he pinched him off right at the blue line and just finished him off. Nothing hard, just getting in underneath Nieto, not able to get penetration into the zone, and doesn't always have to be fancy. You just get on them as quick as possible. Don't allow them to get comfortable with the puck and get anything set up and gain that line, and Dahlin's perfect at it.
Penguins dump it in. Dahlin plays it around the boards. Graves jumps on that one and plays it behind the goal. Nieto takes a bunt from Dahlin, who plays it ahead. Chance to skate it up towards center ice. It'll be flipped down to the corner by Girgensons. Carter plays it right back, but it's to Krebs. He touches it back to the point. Quick shot, pad save made by Jari. Samuelsson ripping off the bench, getting involved here, and now it'll be Johnson across to Samuelsson, back to Johnson for the Sabres on the right side. Plays it up ahead and the rest of the way by Jost, but that takes a deflection. Up into the crowd. Fan in a Tage Thompson jersey picks that one up in the corner.
Yeah, nice crowd here tonight too, Dan. They're into it. A lot of kids here in the building. Big tournament going on next door, so there's a lot of kids from out of town here as well. So it's nice to see everybody back cheering in this building once again here for the Sabres.
Well, I think all of us all summer being around town and in the area, fans have been waiting for this season, chomping at the bit to get this 23-24 season underway for this group of Sabres. Power from his knees, able to play that to center for Tage Thompson. He creates a lane. Thompson backhand draws a penalty. Did not get the goal. Delayed call coming up. To the bench goes Levi. Tuck trying to spin a pass out. That is intercepted by Raquel. What a burst by Tage Thompson.
Now this is big. This is what the Sabres need. A little life here. They got plenty of time. If they can keep drawing some penalties here, going to lead to good opportunities. Here's Power from his knees, just feeding this one forward to Tage Thompson. And here he is. He just drops his shoulder, goes to the net right there, and he's going to draw the penalty.
He had Joseph worried there, the Penguins defenseman.
We're just waiting for Joseph to get over there to get in the box. The Sabres 1 for 2 on the power play in this game.
Face off to the right of Jari. Penguins with a chance to hammer it out. Off the face-off win, and it gets by Victor Olofsson. And Power will get it back. Peterka's out there with his extra skater advantage. Middlestat, Benson over on the far side, takes the puck. Backhand to forehand, halfway down the wall, spins it back to the point, away from Eller. Power in the bumper. Lets it go for Victor Olofsson. Peterka and Olofsson here on the right side. In front for Benson. Eller just got his stick on him. Power up top. Benson for Olofsson. Peterka tried to spin it inside to Benson, but that is cleared. Penguins change. 1:15 left here in the Sabres power play, which stops just ahead of the Penguins line, and Tage Thompson will carry it right side in. Drags that shot through, but it misses the mark and comes all the way back down the ice.
Yeah, it's almost like when you see Tage Thompson shooting the puck from the angle, that far D should immediately go over to the boards and try to cut that puck off if it comes wrapping around, because when it's coming hot.
Yeah, you might want to get a catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Back to Dahlin with a shot, and Jari saw that one all the way and is able to smother that.
I got 47 seconds left here in this power play opportunity. Dahlin going to get the last opportunity. Step right in here, top of the circles again. There's that lane, nobody in front. Jari able to see that one coming through pretty clean.
Dylan Cousins at the spot. One back to the point by Alex Tuch, and now it's Cousins. Right circle. Creeping in. Stick in the lane by Graves. Cousins gets it back again. Spins it to Dahlin with a shot, and Jari able to see that one, makes the save. Thompson plays it back to Dahlin. Cousins leveled with him. Right circle. Tried to walk it in. Puck luck for the Sabres as Tuch gets it back for Dahlin. Right side, Skinner fakes the shot. 19 seconds to go on the power play. Skinner again, right circle. Over comes Tage Thompson to the right side. Skinner's pass will find Tuch in the far corner. He looks back to the point to Dahlin with 7 seconds in the power play left. Sabres trail at 6-4, 9:52 to go here in the third. Tage Thompson to the right side. Walks it in for Skinner. Can't turn and fire. And Joseph out of the box, and this is sent down the ice. No icing on the play. Joseph below the Sabres goal line, given a hit there by Cousins. Here's Pettersson with a shot, and that one deflects wide. Racing after to the far side. Penguins able to keep it in. Buffalo with possession in behind the net. Rasmus Dahlin finds Peyton Krebs on the right boards. From left to right, here come the Sabres with Girgensons down the right side. He's going to drive it deep into the Penguin zone. Looking to leave that one for Krebs. Pittsburgh throwing that right in front of their own net. And back the other way is Drew O'Connor. He's got a couple here tonight. Puts that one up into the air. That took an awkward bounce, but Levi found it, and he holds on to it. 6-4, Penguins with the lead as the Sabres look to cut into it a little more.
Sabres trailing the Penguins here, 6-4, 9:05 left in this third period. Dan, we got to dig down here. What would you be doing this summer? Your second job you had, cutting trees? What would the boys be saying right now?
Go get your hard hat and put it on.
All right. That's it?
Yeah, well, yeah, get the hard hat on. We're cutting down
you work
here.
with a boring crew. I'll tell you that right now.
Actually, kind of work. You got to put your hard hat on and go to work here for the next 9
You wear a helmet the whole time you're out there, Dan.
Puck cleared down. What answer did you want from me, Rob?
I don't know.
What did you think?
Something a little more creative than, I got to get my hard helmet on. I work here. I don't know.
Get out of the way.
Go get the cooler, guys. Let's talk about this. Let's figure it out.
No, there's no taking breaks when you're cutting down big trees and limbs, Razor. Go get the cooler. Are you kidding me? Sabres behind their own net are trying to cool off these Penguins here, and Zach Benson's had himself a good preseason, trying to close the books on that here with a performance in the third period, taking it into the Penguin zone along with Greenway, but Riley Smith will come back. Now it's center ice. Puck is swept away, and Carlson will gallop back for the Penguins. Pettersson slides it ahead to Malkin. Short pass in across the line, and Raquel trying to get it to the net. Now Letang down in the far corner sends that past the Sabres blue paint. Graves to the far boards. Letang broken stick on that shot. He has to let it go and go to the bench, and it's picked up now by Dylan Cousins, side of the Sabres goal. He looks up the middle of the ice. That just missed Victor Olofsson. Letang and Olofsson behind the net. Down comes Dylan Cousins. Trying to send that into the crease, looking for Peterka, but the Penguins break it up in a 3-on-2 the other way. The broken stick may have helped a little bit, and the pass in front. Levi waving at it to try to knock it down as well. Now it's Cousins from the corner. 7:37 remaining in this third period as White makes the turn at center for Pittsburgh, away from the pressure. And the Penguins finish a change. Sabres will start to change their forward unit. Marzeller, a backhand, will send it down onto Devin Levi. Quickly plays it for Power. Well, that pass is going to miss the intended target of Sabres, Jeff Skinner. And an icing call against Buffalo.
You know, Donnie Granato looking down his bench here, just waiting for somebody here to step up and take control here. Good thing is having a conversation with him. Sometimes he says, hey, I'm going to stand there and encourage and yell and scream and get them on. There's times when you just sort of sit back and just wait for one of them or two guys to take charge. And he goes, the less coaching I can do, the better it is.
Sabres will bring it out right side to center. Tuck, he's got a chance for Skinner. Shot stopped by Jarry. Tuck from the corner. Skates away from O'Connor, but then it's turned over and the Penguins will come back. Rust plays it up ahead. Trying to set it back in front. Good save by Levi. Penguins at the line. Pettersson can't keep it in. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Jarry will leave it now for Pettersson with 6:39 to go. 6-4 Penguins as Nieto gets to center, and he stole. Turn the puck over, and the Sabres come back looking for a seam. Gergensen's the late man, will turn in the corner. Dahlin down low, stick raise for the shot. Didn't get the pass, and then Johnson puts it off of Dahlin. Jost tried to spin that one to the net through traffic. Dahlin on the boards, behind the net for Jost. Joseph for Pittsburgh. Pass up on the left side. Nieto against Johnson, and that's going to go for icing.
Jeff Skinner getting a good opportunity here to draw them within one. He is driving to the net right there, the short side, but Jarry's out there waiting for him. He gets crushed into the wall behind. And at the other end, Ross with one hand. Puck's fed to the front of the net. He just reaches out one hand, and Levi has to get himself up high, makes that shoulder save, and fortunately the puck pops off over into the corner. He's been a busy man tonight.
Penguins off the draw in the corner. Joseph trying to work along with Pettersson to get it to the line, and now out. And Carter is held onto, so a penalty coming up here to Buffalo. And when we come back, it'll be the penalty kill going to work for the Sabres, trailing 6-4.
We're trailing the Penguins here 6-4, 5:54 left in this third period. Mattias Samuelsson in the box. He got an interference call here as he gets tangled up with Carter over on the far wall. Both men kind of stumble a little bit. One goes down. Nevertheless, Pitt going to the power play here in this third period. They are 1 for 3. Sorry, 1 for 2 tonight on the power play.
Carlson and Letang on the left side after Crosby, the faceoff dot. Won the draw. Here's Raquel. Quick shot. Levi pushed out to face the shot. Makes the save. Covers up the short rebound.
Yeah, Malkin just working from below the goal line here. He's going to feed Raquel going to the front of the net. Right off the face-off here. Pittsburgh wins the draw, throws it down low. Letang battling on the wall. Malkin finds Raquel out the far side, and he just takes a quick shot. Routine save for Levi.
Yeah, both these teams have power plays that opponents are not going to want to let have too many opportunities in a game. Once they start playing for the real points. Here's Power going to take a look here shorthanded. Jarry forced to make a good stop at that far post as Power tried to sneak it in a little low along the ice. Penguins will come back with Crosby crossing the line. Letang on the left side will try to play it back towards Carlson, but he has to gather the puck at center and go cross ice for Malkin. The old fake slapperoo almost fooled Sidney Crosby, who has the puck now at center ice. Crosby works his way around Greenway down the left side. Far post chance for Malkin, just missed, but Levi was there to get a piece on the follow through, and now it's Carlson. Drifts to the left circle. Letang out front for the one-timer, and Crosby at the far post had a stab at it. Crosby again out front, and they bury that one. Chris Letang from Sidney Crosby. With 4:47 to go in the third. 7-4 Penguins.
Yeah, Chris Letang coming down from the far side. There he is, sneaks right down, and he's going to get this one-timer from the feed from Crosby in the corner. There's Crosby, just makes a nice play, pushing it back out to the D. Comes back down to Crosby, and he finds Chris Letang wide open. Power there, he's watching Crosby, but Letang sneaking in from that backside, able to sink the pass past him. And on the power play, 2 for 3 Pittsburgh in this game.
As I was saying, you don't want to give Crosby, Letang, Malkin, and Carlson an extra skater on the ice. They're going to find them. Sabres have the same kind of threat when they have the extra skaters, and the top line out now for Buffalo. As it'll be played back by Tuck to Jokiharju, now to Skinner with Thompson over the line as well. Joseph plays it away for Pittsburgh, and Jokiharju will Sweep it across and take the return pass at the Sabres line. Skate up to the red line. Drop it for Alex Tuck. Skinner on the far point. Yoki Harju joining the fray, working around White. Takes it down to the corner, watched by Ruedel. Tage Thompson on his forehand facing the glass. And the puck is played to the near side. Joseph tried to clear that one, but Alex Tuck got his stick on it. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third period. Penguins able to break that one up. Lars Eller broke it up, and then the rest of the way it's swept in by Harkins to the Buffalo zone. Dylan Cousins plays it across the Penguins line, and it's J.J. Peterka trying to get it further into the Penguin zone. Johnson backing up. Snaps a pass up ahead, and now it's center ice. Dylan Cousins. He'll drop it one more time, and Victor Olofsson. Watched by Achari, plays it in behind the net. Puck comes free, but the Penguins are all over it, and Nieto will snap a pass cross ice. Carter the rest of the way just puts it deep. Penguins make a change. They're going to work now, the Penguins, with their routine up by 3. And as Razor mentioned, something to keep in mind, it's really the first game. Of course, Kyle Pozo not in the lineup tonight. But really the first game the Sabres have played together at all. As going through the entire preseason,
yeah,
other players getting looks, so that's to be taken into account here.
Yeah, the big thing, Dan, is the practice time.
Yeah,
you know,
it'll be a big week.
You're not practicing as a team right now, where you haven't been. You will now.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty important week for all coaches around the NHL. Getting their clubs ready for opening nights. Puck over in the far corner of the Buffalo end, and Jost will just play it up the wall to center ice. Carlson taking position on Peyton Krebs. Krebs has already fought Crosby. He's going to have a go with Carlson. In behind the net, Greenway. Casey Middlestat sends it up on the right wing side. Rasmus Dahlin will feed it past Letang. Puck comes back to Dahlin as he came back above the goal line and drifts back to the far point. Dahlin for Middlestat. Got a goal tonight on a nice backhander. This time he can't keep it in the zone, and back out to center ice. Benson with a touch ahead. Middlestat trying to slide it through for Dahlin. That's knocked out by Greenway. Stays inside the zone. Casey Middlestat shoots one, and that one goes high and wide. And it's outside the zone over the far side of the ice with 1:23 to go in this third period. Connor Clifton able to get a piece of that one. Centering pass by Middlestat to the far boards for Johnson. Way down low into the offensive zone. The big man brings it back up to the point right side. Trying to spin it back down to the corner. Picked off by Lars Eller. He'll scamper his way to center. Johnson there waiting for him. Penguins with 3 as they get down in front of the Sabres goal with a minute to go. Here's White trying to go to the far circle. Johnson intercepts and flips that one up across center. Heads to the Sabres bench, and Pittsburgh with a 3-goal lead lifted into the Buffalo zone. Breakaway chance now for Skinner. He knocks the pass down. Skinner, deke, stopped by Jarry at the far post. Jarry's not sure where it is or if he has it, and now Ruedel and Skinner continue. And then Skinner skates away from it.
Yeah, Jarry had it pinned, I think, underneath his pad. And Skinner did his best to try to poke this one away, but this pass is going to come from Tage Thompson down in the Sabres zone. Straight here, he picks it up off the wall. He finds him. Beautiful pass right up the middle of the ice. And here's Skinner. He tries to make the move, go to the forehand, but you see that right pad of Jarry, and then the puck goes right underneath Rigger's skate, and that is right there, and he's got it pinned. 32.2 seconds left.
So the Penguins on the verge of sweeping their preseason series of 2 games, one in Pittsburgh and one here in Buffalo, and then the Sabres will reset with their practice leading up to Thursday and the Rangers, and of course the unveiling of RJ Way. And we hope you can join us at the rink for that. Everyone will get themselves a commemorative RJ Way sign. And of course, don't forget the 50-50 guaranteed jackpot that night as well. So a lot to look forward to for the Sabres. They come out on the wrong end of a 7-4 final here tonight.
Yeah, they do, Dan. But you know what? They got a lot of work to do, yeah, but it gives them some time here. But every one of these guys are going to be happy this game is over so they can get to work to the real thing now. Preseason means nothing. Now they got to get to work.
And guarantee it, Don Granado is chomping at the bit to get to work with this group. Exciting times ahead for sure. First of all, the Lexus post-game report.